I just wanted to make sure you knew where the door was at. I think it was pertinent.
Anyway, do you guys remember the situation that you ended off in last time?
Hell no.
It's true. This man has no dick.
I remember that we went like all the way cross country, and we had gone into some chutes. Oh, that's right. We wound up. See, I knew there was a reason why I blacked it out. We wound up in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys rode uh, a Jenkins like a sled to the Underdark. And I think that's where we had left off.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so your sled, uh, human sled, slowly comes to a stop, conveniently just before the ground starts turning from smooth ice to rocky ice.
So before I would get shredded to pieces.
Exactly.
That's good.
Hey, that means you didn't take any damage on the way down, which means you're still conscious.
I am. Barely, but I am.
But yeah, you guys are in Underdark. It's dark. A little bit of uh, luminescent moss growing on the walls, providing just a little bit of light.
Well, what's the plan now? Not where we're gonna
Um,
last in the Underdark very long. I'm not cut out for this yet.
no, we are not really supposed to be here, I don't think. But at the same time, I mean, this is where we've been sent, in a way.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right place for us to be. It's true that we have wound up here, but it doesn't necessarily mean there's some greater reasoning behind it. It could just be misfortune.
I do not believe in misfortune. And with that, Wayfo is going to fire up a torch so that we can actually have some real lighting. His logic is anything that's down here is used to the darkness, and it's going to be a disadvantage while we're at an advantage.
Makes sense to me.
And basically look for a place that that we can get to, that we can secure, and that we can get some rest.
Yeah.
At which point, Biltram's like, oh, you mean over here?
Yes, exactly. A place like that.
Yes, perfect.
So you guys crowd into uh, uh, Biltram's little hut, and you're able to get a long rest.
The long rest, I think, would be the best idea here.
Yeah. Most definitely. And as you're finishing up your rest, can I get a perception check from everyone? So, Weifo, you see a figure standing off in the distance. No, that's been watching you for the past 10 or 15 minutes.
Down here in the Underdark?
Yeah.
Lovely. Humanoid or decidedly drow?
Um, Definitely humanoid. I don't think you've got quite enough light at that distance to determine drow or human or otherwise.
Okay. Um, well, this is going to be very unwayfo like, and yet it will be kind of wayfo like. Um, Wayfo is going to nod at the figure in the distance, um, and purposely make an open gesture of pulling out one of his rations and opening it and then raising it slightly as if an offer to them and setting it down near where we're currently located.
Okay.
And then basically backing away a little bit.
The person takes a couple steps towards you, calls out to you, I don't need your food. Had plenty of my own. Wanted to make sure you weren't your friend or foe before I approached.
Fair enough. I, as well, do not need food. And Wayo's just going to fold up his rations and tuck it away.
Wayfo, can you give me another perception check with advantage? The voice sounds familiar to you, Wayfo.
It sounds familiar to me.
It does.
Is this, ooh, I'm excited familiarity, or is this, oh, I have to rack my brain for somebody that we dealt with before?
Excited.
Aha. Um, well, Wayfo is going to obviously perk up quite a bit. Um, and, you know, welcome him into our simple makeshift shelter area.
And he approaches, and it is. Who do you think it is? As you had previously encountered him, you have once again run into Dritz.
Yeah, Wayfo is going to attempt to keep his fanboyishness at a minimum, um, but he is also going to probably blurt out something like, I still have your ring. It has come in handy quite a few times.
Although Wayfo would notice that the rest of the party hears Dritz under his Breath go, oh, it's this guy again.
Oh, is that a friend of yours, Wayfo?
Mm. Um, while I would be very happy to call him my friend, uh, I do not know if he would consider me as such. Uh, this is Dritz Duorden, the Dritz Duorden.
Well, Dritz Warden, I'm Jenkins. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. Didn't you have another with you last time I met? Another two, perhaps?
Yes, we did.
Well, I know there was a another monk. What was her name? Tara?
Tora.
Tora. I'm not quite sure where she slipped off to though.
And of course, you remember Dalar.
I do remember him. If something must have happened to him, I presume.
He's
He
in the.
hasn't really felt very well since that skull place.
He went to the great keg in the sky.
Yeah, Wayfo's just going to look puzzled uh, over at Jenkins for that.
I look over at Dritz Warden. Well, at least that's what I've gathered. I haven't met the fellow.
The main question is, what are you doing here in the Underdark?
Well, yeah, long story. I was meeting with some other drow far to the south of here. We were in the process of attacking some fire giants. And as I went to leave, the tunnel that I was intending to use to return to the surface uh, was collapsed.
Ah, well,
So, yeah.
I have good news and bad news then.
Oh, do tell.
Well, we know of a way to be able to get up to the surface. However, there is a rather huge worm like creature that is currently occupying one of the poles in a chamber above.
Oh, it can't be worse than walking down here for months on end.
And
But
Wayfo will point out.
You think that?
Yeah, Wayfo will point out the ice chute that they came down. There's this one, and then there's one that basically turns back on itself and continues up all the way to the surface.
I imagine if you had the proper climbing gear, you could probably traverse back up it relatively easily.
he
If
takes
it
a
were
look
not
at.
for the giant worm, I would have considered us doing that ourselves.
Well, perhaps I can help you on both accounts. You help me get up out of here into the surface? I'll help you defeat this worm thing.
Honestly, I'd be killing two birds with one stone, so I don't see why not. In order to get to
I
the surface, we'll have to kill it anyway, so.
I would agree. It makes sense.
Because even if we still have some more exploring we want to do down here, we have to kill that creature to keep exploring, as well as make sure we have a way back to the surface later.
And Wayfo can pull out a nice assortment of climbing gear that he has. Although I would imagine for trying to get up that ice chute, that's going to be pure athletics.
Yeah, lots of athletics there. Not terribly hard check if you've got the climbing gear, though.
I do not have climbing gear though.
Well,
It's-
you just need one person that has the climbing gear to lead the way.
I guess that's true. I assume WFO still has climbing gear, and possibly Beltram might too.
Wayfo does, although he's only got 50 feet of rope, so we'd probably have to string a few pieces together.
Yeah, and we'll see. Let's see if Beltram does too, because that would be pretty beneficial.
Biltram doesn't have any, at least not listed on his character sheet. Dritz does have some climbing gear though as well.
Okay.
Okay, couple things we'll do. I'm gonna cast this on Wayfo. I can't cast on him, I'm casting it. So that way he can get the strength one, advantage on strength checks, and doubles his or her carrying capacity.
Ooh, nice.
And while I'm at it, I'll give you a little diddly to
Some
encourage you.
inspiration?
What to encourage you while we're going up, make you feel better about yourself. That way we can get out of here.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'll sing of the tales when we get out of here.
So we do have some extra rope that we can knot together, I presume.
Yeah, you guys have enough rope amongst the group of you.
Sweet.
Okay. The big thing is going to be once I get up to whatever the limit for the rope is, fashioning something as basically like maybe foot and or hand holds so that others would be able to just kind of hang there inside the chute while I continue further up.
Okay.
So Wayfo is probably going to ask for some assistance with rigging something like that, or I'm assuming Dritz probably has a phenomenal survival skill. Perhaps Wayfo can give him advantage by describing what he wants to design, something that can perhaps get hooked onto the batons.
Yes.
Otherwise, he's probably just going to do rope holsters.
So Dritz gets some basic rigging set up for you. Go ahead and give me an athletics check with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Does he get double advantage for that?
No, but that's quite the roll. So
Wayfo does not want to embarrass himself in front of Dritz. So.
He would not dare embarrass himself. He would die of embarrassment. He
Yeah.
must succeed at any cost.
So he's just free climbing this shit.
yeah, so Wayfo, you look at the tunnel here, and while it's slick, it's relatively shallow. You decide the best course of action is to just embed some of the, crampons and stuff into your feet, and have everyone else hold onto the rope and just walk up the tunnel.
Okay, there we go. Especially with the double carrying capacity, that does kind of make it pretty simple and straightforward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you basically walk up the tunnel as if you're hauling a sled uphill.
One of the advantages of being warforged.
And
Okay,
after
so
a couple miles walk, you're back at the top of or at this level at least, and um, you don't see the creature. He's in the pool in front of you, but you can see a faint glow that indicates he's in there.
we'll let Dritz know the way behind us is the way up to the surface, and this creature is somewhere in that pool over there. However, if you know, if we were to just be all stealthy and such, we could probably bypass that. Um, Pretty safely, but we kind of wanted to be able to check out these caves.
Yes, if our goal is ever to continue exploring, we're gonna have to go past this room no matter what,
Right.
because that's the only way to keep going. So
Exactly. Sneak past it once, you've only snuck past it.
we had to
Taking
get we had to
care
sneak
of
past
it,
it again.
you can come back through here as much as you want without worry.
Exactly. And gives us a chance to have Dritz show off, which Wayfo is all about.
So, you guys have fought this before. What should be our plan of action?
Um, we should not allow Jenkins to get anywhere near it.
Please, yes. I would rather stay at a distance this time.
It seems to have developed a taste for him.
Yes. With that, I'd probably be most apt just supporting you guys from the back here. If you two can kind of keep a strong front, I can help keep you healthy and do a little bit of work to try and slow him down back here.
Well, logically speaking, the beast will probably not be drawn towards me as a food source, but I may be able to at least get its attention.
Perhaps, yes. Would it be better if we faced it all from the same direction, or should we gather around the pool quietly?
I fear if we gather around the pool quietly, he'll just be able to pick off either me or Biltram relatively quickly.
Not if you two keep your distance.
If we both stay behind you two, or one behind one person each, that might work.
But if Dritz and I are on opposite ends of the pool, I could definitely see there being somewhat of an advantage there.
It's a possible advantage, but it also comes with its own risks.
True.
So do we want to basically split us up into one group on the far side, one group on this side? Or do we want to be, somebody on the top of it, somebody on the bottom of it, and we try and lower it in the middle?
Wayfo kind of tips his head to one side then the other, looking at the pool I would say we should have one person near the top, one near the bottom, and have one person, probably myself, in the middle to try to lure it out and get its focus. If I back away a bit, I might be able to draw it partway out of the pool, and then the other two could come in a pincer maneuver.
Seems like a good idea.
That has some merit to it.
Master Wan was extremely good at teaching military tactics.
Well, then let's make use of them, shall we?
Agreed.
All right, you said the creature's not actually above ground, right?
Yeah, it's in the water. If you're getting close to the pool at all, you'll need to make a stealth check.
So before we go, do we have any specific spots we want to stand at to make this happen?
I would recommend one person here and one person down here. Not too much further away than that, so that you would be able to get to here quickly.
All right. Well, I'll cut off to the right and go hold that side then. All right, you guys ready? I'm ready over here.
And as soon as Weifo recognizes that this guy is just like tromp, 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 Weifo is going to just take a couple of bold steps forward and go, "Hello."
He just realizes there's no point.
Well, you can be stealthy if somebody else is being noisier.
Oh, that's spooky. Are
Yeah,
those eggs in the middle? Or is that part of
yes.
him?
Yes, no, those are eggs.
Oh.
Here, wormy, wormy, wormy.
We gotta kill not just him, but his whole family lineage while we're at it. His family line must end with him.
And what better way to do that than to cook them up for breakfast?
That's a hell of a lot of omelets. I assume I don't see like a bright light in the bottom pool, right?
No, you do not.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not walking into like a second one and getting pincered here.
Yeah, it's like
Look over, there's another one right over here.
the one at the top is just the wife.
You know,
The
fuck with mom
husband's
and her
down
kids.
below.
Papa Bear don't want to get up. He only gets up when the wife gets cranky.
Right?
Alright, go ahead and give me initiative.
Cha. Whoa ho ho ho. Whoa ho ho ho. If I was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, so Weifo, you covered up for Jenkins' loud steps fairly well, and you have drawn it straight to you.
Jenkins did not have to lose another appendage today.
Exactly my plan. Come to me, little wormy worm.
It makes an attack against you and misses. That's all it does this turn. Wei Fo.
Well, how about if I return the favor and smack it upon the nose?
I think you had yourself targeted there, but
Oh, yes.
Just punched himself in the nose.
17 just barely hits.
Doing 5 damage, and I'll spend a key point to make that a stunning strike.
That's a lot of legs to stun.
Let's see. Constitution saving throw. I think that makes it.
I have no idea. You're rolling privately.
Yeah, at 18 is what it rolled.
And I'll go for a second strike. Wah, wah.
That's another miss.
Indeed it is. That would be everything for me.
Alright. Ritz is going to come up behind it. And miss. A hit. And a miss.
Well, they can't all be winners.
Jenkins?
Okay. First. Let's try casting slow on the thing. Oh shit, wait, does it have to be a 40 by 40 square that I cast on? Is that a requirement?
You can alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice
Oh,
in
okay, so it
a
doesn't
40
matter.
by 40 cube.
But I can click
Yeah.
on that and it'll just affect him. Okay. It'll just be him, obviously.
I mean, you could always target Dalar if you wanted.
Are you fucking kidding me? I did that one specifically because I figured he'd have low wisdom.
It is his worst save. He
So I,
just
I
rolled a
had
20
the
on it.
perfectly right idea. He just rolled a nat 20. It's a DC 16.
Yes.
More likely than not, it will work.
Yes.
Alright, bonus action. Does Wayfo still have his, or has it been too long?
The inspiration.
Yeah. I don't know how long it took for us to climb back up. If he still has his initial bardic inspiration or not.
Yeah, he's probably still got it.
We'll give one to Dritz.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Biltram. we are back to the creature. Gonna try once again to bite away foe.
Oh, that one might hit.
Did we just lose a party member?
Yes. That's instant death.
Yeah, let's say just get fucking
No,
instant kill.
No,
yeah,
No,
no chance of resurrection.
it's not quite instant death levels.
I believe every amount over your max health, every time that you go beyond that, that's an automatic death save fail.
No, for the instant kill, it basically has to do your health points worth of damage beyond 0. So,
Yes, and so that my health beyond 0. Okay, so yeah, that would be.
It basically has to be enough.
134.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
not,
close.
Not quite.
So, fortunately for you, that means you just dropped to 0, and
Yeah.
Well, Scott, it's been a fun ride in Icewind Dale. I'm glad we can go out like this.
Maybe I'll play Dritsu Warden after this.
There you go.
The next character.
wait, foe, I need a death saving throw.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. There we go. There's one.
Alright, now it's time to cuck Scott. I know he hates his character. Time to heal him up. I don't know, I might just try to eat your body again. We'll see.
Well, yeah.
I feel like this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't. I feel like if you get put up, you might just get fucking one shot then for realsies.
Uh-huh.
If I don't, you might just take out anyway.
Two hits and a miss from Dritz. Jenkins.
Well, son of a bitch. Hmm. I'm gonna go for the slow again. Oh, thank God. That's quite a lot of good stuff for us.
Alright, so speed is half and a -2 to AC and Dex saves.
And it has no reactions. And on its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both. And it can't make more than one melee or range attack during its turn. That's quite the laundry list of shit that it has happened to it. And I'm gonna try running like here to here and then kind of tucking around the corner back to here. Should be about. I'll do that, trying to, cut this corner tight so he can't get any opportunity attack off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you can
Then,
do that.
And use Bardic Inspiration myself too. How about that? Can you do that on yourself, or is it just allies?
No, you can do it on yourself.
Alright, I'm gonna down myself. And that'll be it.
Yeah, he's gonna. Wait just a moment, I was not quite as read up on this as I thought I was.
No worries, man. Like we said at the beginning, it's a chill night.
Look. Alright, so Biltram's gonna summon that, take a step back. And the spirit is now going to make an attack. And it gets to make another attack. Alright. Remorhaz is going to turn around and try and bite Dritz. And miss. Wait, Foe, it is your turn for another death save. That's a
1-1.
success. Jenkins.
give Wayfo the old cure wounds.
Ooh, baby, heal me.
Joy. Step back and I guess I'll light my flame tongue rapier just in case. Use a bonus action to light that just so I can be ready. And that'll be it.
Okay. Let's see, we are back to Biltram. Biltram's going to use more magic missile. And his spirit he summoned is going to make some attacks.
Spirit's Dalar, isn't it? I know it.
Looks like Drunken Fist to me.
Light Dritz for 31 points of damage.
Hold up. I am conscious. I am able to do something right now, correct?
Depends what you're wanting to do.
Reaction?
What's your reaction?
Or no, actually I can't do that. Never mind. I'm
Alright.
smoking crack, obviously.
Oh, Wayfo, it is your turn.
Now that I'm done smoking crack, obviously, I'm gonna punch him. Get advantage on this now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That hits.
Okay. Going to spend 1 key point to make that a stunning strike.
I think that's what he needed. Yeah. He succeeds on that save just barely.
And so I'll punch him in the dick. Apparently, literally.
Yeah.
Apparently, really literally. I will spend a key point to make that a stunning strike, and a key point to cast Flurry of Blows.
Okay. He has failed to save against a stunning strike.
Excellent. Wayfo doesn't like being almost killed.
Who
Wacha
does?
wacha, motherfucker.
Nicely done.
Pretty doggone sexy, I gotta say.
Indeed.
Although I feel like the one attack did not do the thing correctly. The one crit that I got, it
Yeah.
only rolled It only rolled 1d6,
Huh.
and added my attack modifier, and that was it.
Jenkins.
Let's see. Oh, don't want to do that. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna hit it.
Okay. Hit it.
Smite it with fire.
So I'm gonna do that. Gonna be the fire. And I'm also gonna cast Wrathful Smite since I hit. I guess I gotta cast before, don't I? Oh well. I'm still doing big damage. I don't know why I rolled twice though. The flame tongue. It's weird. Do I have any bonus actions I wanna do? Oh my god, it's the second health bar.
There we are. The fire portion of your blade seems to have no effect on it.
Damn. Well, that's all I got.
Alright. Miss. That's a miss. Jenkins, it's coming for you.
Motherfucker.
No, it's not doing anything.
Oh, right. It's
It's
It is
stunned like a
stunned.
bitch.
It's
yeah.
Bitch.
Okay, so no longer stunned. But it's Wayfo's turn.
Indeed.
Thank God. Is it over? Is it dead?
Wayfo drops it with a mediocre punch.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Kidney punch.
Well, I mean, that shot to the dick. Who would have ever thought that he could find its dick?
It's pretty miraculous.
It really was. That was actually an epic roll. It's like, I'm gonna punch him in the dick, roll 2 nat 20s. Yeah, like I said,
Right in the dick.
because that shit's about to happen. Oh, I have to throw this out there. It's completely unrelated to gaming, but it made me chortle really hard. um, somebody had posted abstract facts. A blue whale is larger than a basketball court. And this guy posts, Americans will use anything but the metric system. And then somebody responds to him and says, come within 3 whales of Americans say that, buddy.
Alright, I casted that cure wounds onto the Wayfo too.
Yeah, that definitely helps. Wayfo is severely jacked up. There's things leaking out of him that probably should not have been leaking.
I didn't know he had fluids there to begin with.
Well, you know, I mean, that's how you work the manly hydraulics.
This is.
And I'm assuming we should probably roll perception to be able to see the eggs down under.
Yeah.
We should do something about this.
Do something about what?
All those eggs I was protecting in here earlier when we came in. That's all I could look at when I entered the room was all the eggs.
That does look like there would be quite a few more of these things in the near future.
That'd probably be enough to take out all of 10 towns. I wonder if this was at all part of Aro's plan to destroy 10 towns, or if this is just kind of a byproduct of it.
You know, I think we've done all the work we need to with these fellas. Those eggs, they don't produce heat.
Oh, so they'll just freeze under there, won't they? What,
Yeah.
aren't they in a hot spring?
Do you feel the heat coming off of this creature? This creature is what made this spring hot.
I'm gonna dip my toe in the spring. Do I already tell it's a lot colder than last time I was in it?
It is noticeably cooler.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
cooling by the second.
Yes, I suppose the cold will kill all of them off then, won't it?
Yeah, I give it a couple hours. This pool of water will be solid ice again. Those things won't be able to make it out of the guaranteed.
That's good.
Speaking of utilizing a couple hours, we could try to get you back up to the surface now.
If you think it best, but on the other hand, maybe you need my help to not, bleed out here. Says motioning Wayfo. How'd you
I
know
just
there's
need to
not another
rest.
one of those next cave over?
And while anybody else wants to do any exploring, Wayfo is going to just sit and meditate. There we go. Several cure wounds and a short rest later, and he's good to go. But I'll be right back.
I,
I'll be back in just a moment as well.
I'll be right back too.
Hey, well,
I have returned.
Hey.
welcome back. Okay, so you've had a moment to rest and catch your breath.
Yes. I feel like we should just check this area out clockwise. Just start at the top and work our way around.
Makes sense to me.
Can you roll me a d12 as you enter that room?
Yep.
Okay. You find a large, empty cave. Or portion of the cave, I guess.
Okay.
Do there appear to be like any tracks on the ground? Any noticeable, consistent things walking through?
Nothing particularly.
That seems pretty empty to me in here.
It does indeed.
What's that over there?
Let me see. That ring.
More ice slides.
There's another pool that must have been linked to the other one here that's starting to freeze over. Yeah, south of the pool is a shallow crater filled with oversized snowballs.
Huh.
Let's Wayfo's just going to start taking apart one of these snowballs.
My thoughts precisely.
Yeah, you find they're not snowballs. These are eggs.
More of these damned eggs. Can I tell what kind of critter that they happen to be?
The kind you just killed.
Oh, but these are covered over in ice.
No, not so much covered over in ice. They just kind of look like snowballs from a distance.
Ah.
Do they appear to be alive at all in there still? Or are the creatures inside dead?
I mean, they're not like, translucent or anything.
Damn.
But look at the top. See if there's a face hugger.
Don't know about you, but I think those eggs are probably worth a pretty penny back in market.
How so?
Well,
Waitho asks that as he's, starting to tuck them away.
I mean, it's not exactly a, you go to town's general store and sell them sort of thing, but there are people out there that will buy this sort of thing and pay handsomely for it.
Do you think that we should perhaps get the ones that were in that pool as well?
That is your call.
Yeah, Waitho's all about, getting as many of these as he can and, giving us some sort of payment for the ridiculous crap that as a as a party we've gone through without much reward so far.
Well, I do have a bag of holding that I could throw some into.
Yes, this would be the logical thing for us to utilize.
I wonder how many can we fit in there even.
All of them, and then some.
Fair point.
Could probably fit the remorhaz in there.
Also fair.
A bag of holding's not that big.
I mean, it's pretty damn big.
You can carry it to 500 pounds.
It's pocket dimension.
Yeah, 500 pounds or 64 cubic feet.
Remorhaz would probably be like its upper limit.
I mean, maybe if you puree it first.
But yeah. I was just going by weight and volume, Might have to squish it in there a little.
You're able to get the eggs. You get 6 eggs from this pile here. If you want to go swimming for the other 8, I'll need a Constitution saving throw from whoever's doing the swimming.
Yeah, I have no issue doing that since it's my idea.
I'll let him do the swimming.
Okay.
We'll stash those eggs in my bag of holding. The 6 here.
Really? So that
Helps a little bit.
Yeah. For a nat 1, I got a 10 at least.
Yeah, that ain't too bad.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. A 10 is just what you needed to not gain a level of exhaustion. So you dig up 8 more from the bottom of the pool. as the top's already starting to freeze over. Bringing you a total of 14 eggs,
All right, how do you mean
and
to
filling up
note
about
those?
half of your bag of holding.
Damn,
They're big eggs.
that's true.
But you now have eggs. Where would you like to go next?
Well, might as well check this section out over here.
Alright, give me another d12.
Alright.
Alright. I don't see anything of interest in this cave. It is also empty.
I feel like I should pee in there to mark my territory.
Do Warforged even pee?
We can leak.
What is that necessarily the same thing?
Look, we've got another hole leading to somewhere.
This just
Obviously
affected the other room over
nefarious.
here.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Isn't there one more? Oh, that's another ice tunnel up north, isn't it? North of that room.
Yes, that goes up.
That'll head somewhere else up.
Yeah, not including the routes you've already been, you basically have 3 smooth ice tunnels out of here. One goes up, the other 2 go down.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but the last one that went down took us to the Underdark. I kind of feel like another down might be the same thing.
It's very possible. We could have Biltram summon a familiar, right? Take a look.
That might actually be a wise idea.
Could have him check out the both areas going down and see if they're worth going into, and if not, we can just start heading back up in the new direction. Or we could even use the familiar for all 3, honestly. Rather than risking whatever hellish nightmare might be down any 3 of these tunnels.
Alright, let's see. So, Biltram summons his familiar, flies it around for a bit, and then it returns, and he gives his report. To the southwest tunnel, it leads down to a room that has some rime-covered statues and a building made of seamless black stone. To the southeast, there's a grove of frozen trees. And to the northeast, doesn't seem to be anything immediate in that room, but it, as with the others, more so than the others, but especially this one, has several branches off of it.
Oh, does anything sound like something that you want to go checking into?
I'll be honest, I don't remember why we came here exactly to begin with. I feel like it was more of somebody else had stuff here to do, and I was like, I'll go along.
I'm pretty sure it was Dalar in a drunken rage who was like, "We need to travel all the way across the frozen plains and come over to this area and look at it and do what?" Yeah, exactly. They just start mumbling incoherently, and we were like, "Okay, it's obviously important to him for some reason. We don't really know what."
Well, so far we've just made 10 towns much safer by eliminating these monstrosities.
Well, there is that.
That's already one thing we've accomplished by doing our journey out here. I'm not sure what else we fare to accomplish anyway.
Yeah, this might be something where the Deus of the game may want to give us a little revelation here or reminder.
Was like I don't remember if Viltrim or the little talking thing had any specific reason for coming down over to Redhead. No, Jenkins doesn't really have a motivation. I don't remember if anybody else, any other characters had an actual motivation, or if we were just kind of exploring to explore at this point.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, because Wayfo's just tagging along.
Yeah, and obviously Jenkins is relatively new to the group. He's just kind of tagging along too.
It's
I
like,
don't
hey,
remember why we
these
came here.
guys helped to save some of 10 towns, so maybe they're okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they killed Aura, which I mean, she was kind of evil and chaotic. Maybe not evil, but she was just chaotic.
Just
A
kind of
little
a
evil.
bitch.
Yeah, that's a good way to sum her up. Keep you all there, bad.
Yeah, so I think what it was uh, was uh, largely Valine's directive to come out here. But the idea was that there was some stuff out here she wanted to get to before the Arcane Brotherhood got to it.
So that sounds like if it really interacted much with any of us, specifically it may be Biltrim, but that's an if.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm not interacting at all with that. I presume Wei Fo's not interacting with that much.
Or at all.
Yeah, valid. So I guess that's kind of the conundrum we're in is Viltrim, we don't know if he actually wants to look for the thing or if we just want to take these eggs and go sell them, leave.
Well, being that you two are the two that are present, I will leave that up to you.
Hey Dritz, how much do you think these eggs are worth roughly if we could find the right buyers?
Ooh, not been in the market for those myself, but wouldn't be surprised if you could at least get a couple hundred apiece.
We could live quite finely on that for a while. We were to sell all these.
That we could.
If we have no more business here, we might as well head up and start heading back to the towns. It might take some time to find the right buyers to sell these off anyway.
True, but we also made a fairly large journey to come out here. So I really want to make sure that there's nothing else that we should really be looking for.
I suppose the one thing I'm curious about is that I believe you mentioned a black stone building in the southwest corner.
Mm-hmm.
We
That could
should
be
probably
something
check
of
that out then.
interest. If there were to be something magical, it could be in the bottom left or the bottom right. It could be either in that little grove of trees or possibly something locked away in a black stone room.
We should totally check it out then.
Come on, men. No one lives forever. Charge! How steep of a decline is this?
Um, this one's relatively shallow. Um, the first one you guys came down was by far the steepest one you've been on yet so far.
Okay.
It's fairly shallow, just like Wayfo's personality.
Ah 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 ah.
So you guys get to the bottom of the hill there, clinging to the 30-foot high ceiling of this cavern is a forest of icicles, some of which have grown to a length of 5 feet or more. Embedded in the south wall is a cylindrical domed building made of seamless black stone and decorated with faintly glowing constellations. Rime-covered statues of human wizards stand in front of this building, gazing outward from atop the 3-foot-high stone pedestals. The building and statues are raised up on a 5-foot-high curved stone platform enclosed by a low wall, with stone steps leading up to it.
Because that's not creepy at all.
No, of course not.
Well then, shall we go up?
We should probably check this area first.
If we want to be safe, we can.
We do.
That's a fair
So, icicles cling to this 20-foot high ceiling of this ice cavern. Bed in the south wall is the same dome circular structure made of the same black stone. Frost-covered statues of wizards on the outside again. And, yeah. And... so, as you begin walking into this room, oops, there we are. Can I get a perception check?
Absolutely. Oh yeah. We good.
And
If you said something, you completely faded out there.
saying, uh, so Wei Fo, something drops off the ceiling right next to you, nearly hitting you. It seems alive.
Is it a kitty?
No, not quite.
What the hell?
Wayfo is just kind of looking at it, puzzled, like, is it an ice puppy? Like, he's prepared. If this thing tries to attack him, he's going to knock its lights out. He's holding action. But he's not actually going to make an aggressive move on it just because it's another creature for him to check out.
Oh, it very much did try and attack you. It just missed as it fell on you.
Well, in that case, Wayfo's probably gonna have to fuck its day up.
Teacher the lesson. Oh.
All right. Oops. Jenkins, you're up
I'll light
first.
my rapier. Stab it.
Okay.
Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna. The game is paused. I cannot move.
Oh.
It's gonna move. Ah,
There we go.
as soon as we're behind it, then do it. Damage. That's all I got.
All right. It's gonna do that again, isn't it? Okay. Wayfo.
Yes. Well, there's nothing else that has dropped, so I guess I'll just give him a little boot to the head.
Yeah.
And hold action.
I'm gonna look up, see if I can figure out where it fell from.
Yeah, you see a nice spot where there used to be an icicle above.
Do I see more icicles above me?
There are more icicles, yes.
I bet they're all one of them. Where's a fireball when you need it?
It's in my other pocket wizard.
Damn it. Foiled again. Well, do we have a safer way to get them down rather than just walking nonchalantly towards it? You want to try and hit some of them to bring them down beforehand?
Mm. It's a good question. Yeah, I kind of want to check. I mean, if none of these things are dropping down, then Wayfo's going to come over and kind of inspect this wall.
Drist's already on it. Going for it.
The rest of them seem like icicles to me.
Hmm. Perhaps we're safe for the moment then.
I doubt that.
I just said for the moment. Moments are fleeting. I'm just gonna walk right on him while Wayfo's checking it out.
Yeah, so Wayfo, the circular stone walls, seamless, very smooth, faintly glowing constellations carved into it.
And obviously not that high if we can just kind of like slip right over it.
Oh, well, there's the stairway that's right there.
Ah, well, that makes sense. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was some sort of platform or what. So, yeah,
Yeah.
first thing Wayfo's going to do is check out the wizard made of ice.
I kind of yell lightly. I don't see anything much from this side. It's just a wall, but there's no stairwell over here.
Um, Professor Scant speaks up about the statues. He ascertains that they seem to have been sculpted by magic. And given their costuming, they seem to depict Netherese wizards.
I'm not sure what those are, but these are just statues then.
It does seem that way, yes.
In that case, I think we should probably go over and check out this other section then.
Yes,
Okay.
looks like there's a hole in the wall here that we could go into the room.
Back you up just a touch.
Oh dear God. I'm being controlled.
Welcome to my world.
um,
What am I looking at?
I'll need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm not built for this.
What Shaw?
Alright, Wayfo, you succeeded. However, Jenkins, you have been outlined in a nice green aura.
You
Oh,
gonna
tacky.
die, Jenkins! You gonna die!
This looks so tacky. Who are you people? What do you want?
They are drawing weapons to attack.
Fuck.
Are they drow?
They are.
Yes, shit. Yes, shit.
Motherfuckers.
And Jenkins, you're up first.
Keep getting fucking high ass stuff. Alright, let's start off the show with a nice little slope to hit all three of them.
Let's see. Alright.
Alright. Oh, I got a little more I can do.
Oh yeah, go for it then.
I'm going to. Yeah, one more bardic inspiration. I got two. Use one on myself. And I believe I still have half my move left. I was like right here.
Yeah, it sounds right.
1, 2. I'm gonna kind of jump off the wall because it's like about a 3-foot wall, right?
Yeah, 3 or 5 foot.
I'm gonna kind of do a little jump off it and kind of duck behind it so I can dodge any potential fire incoming.
Okay.
There.
Nope, we're just gonna do the crossbow then. Fires a crossbow at wave foe and hits for 8 points of damage.
Wait, who dies?
Wayfo lost the will to live.
The shot killed him. That was it. It's like, I can't believe it got hit again. Ugh.
How could this have happened?
And one more. Alright, Jenkins, you're no longer under the effect of the fairy fire.
Yay.
Ultram's gonna come up to the ledge here. Take aim. And send a firebolt. I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw. Nice. Let's see. Everyone succeeded, so half damage all around, 9 points of damage to all.
That there is what you call pro gamer move.
Fuck.
Is that for your slow?
Yeah. It has a concentration.
Let's see. Alright, and this guy's gonna hop over the edge and fire his crossbow at Jenkins.
Rude.
And he misses. Wei Fo.
Yeah. So what is this this blast that we got hit with?
That is Cloud Kill. If you... let's see.
So if we end our turn in it, we take damage, correct?
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So, the start of your turn.
Take the damage first.
Yes. But I think that was one we just did because I think reading it technically, it's not one of those that affects right away. It's the... normally it would be at the start of your turn, so taking care for the first turn, but then at the start of your turn, it'll apply if you're still inside.
Alright. Wafo's going to come down here,
Okay.
and we're going to smack the dude between me and Jenkins. Make him regret his life choices up to this moment.
Yeah, he might be regretting that.
Yeah, see, again, it didn't roll. It didn't. What is it normally? Is it supposed to be the max and then an additional roll?
No, normally it
Or
would
is it
just be
just an
the
additional
dice
die?
twice. Yeah, the extra dice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not letting you do that. It should come up with a box that says, hey, you know...
Oh no,
roll one.
I'm clicking on the critical and that's what it's rolling. It's just rolling the d6 plus 4.
Gotcha.
The critical is not functioning the way it's supposed to.
Let's see. Alright, let's just make a modification to your unarmed strike. That should fix that.
Okay. Well, that works because I'm going to unarmed strike him again. So close. And I will spend 1 key point to drop Flurry of Blows on his ass.
Okay.
So 13 cut it?
Not quite. That will, though.
There we go. So, do a flurry of blows on him, hopefully get his attention, and that will be everything for me.
Alright. Just because I want to test it out real quick, go ahead and make another attack, but do the critical damage for it. I just want to see if it does it right now.
Okay. Yeah. there we
That's
go.
better. Much better.
Mucho better.
Alright, undo that damage, and Jenkins, you're up.
All right. Bonus action to light my sword on fire. I'm a little upset this guy tried to shoot at me. I will stay angry that he tried to shoot at me.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I will look very angry at him. That's all I'll have.
Let's see. Wei Fo, you're getting a pair of short sword attacks coming at you. That's a hit for 19 points of damage. Just barely missed a critical on the second one for 19 more points of damage.
Good crap. Would have been nice if they were able to miss.
Yeah. Let's see, and it is Spirit's turn. Actually, I just realized, Wei Fo, you do get a refund of some of those hit points because you are resistant to the poison damage aspect of those attacks.
Ah.
So, instead of 38 total, it ended up being 27 total, which, while still hurts, is not quite as bad.
27 total instead of 38. So 11 back.
Yeah, I already got it back on there for you.
Oh. I just screwed it up then. What was it at 27?
Yeah, sounds right. That misses. And he's going to step over here to get out of the cloud kill. Viltrum's going to run over here. And cast another firebolt. Oh, this is just too perfect. So the wizard here is going to take advantage of this low stone wall and I'll need a dexterity saving throw from everybody.
Oh lordy. Of course. Oh boy.
Alright, Weifo and Dritz take 15. Those on the lower level take 31.
Yes, Marcus.
Yeah.
I have no concentration left. It was already broken last time.
Now it's just been shattered.
And Jenkins, you have a couple of short sword attacks coming at you. A miss and a hit. As far as I know, you're not resistant to poison like Weifo is, so you take 18 points of damage.
I'm still standing. Better than I ever been. Looking like a true survivor.
Weifo.
Got one hit point left.
Yes. Well, let's see if we can't knock this fucker down for the count. But not with that fucking roll, we can't.
That one will do it.
Okay. I will spend one key for Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
And I'm going to say howdy to the douchebag wizard.
That misses. He casts shield on himself.
I've just got zero fucking luck with this right now. I'm rolling way below average.
It's okay. If he hadn't have used shield, those both would have been hits. Jenkins.
Okay. Well. Let's see. Suppose to get a little more desperate. Let's try cast Phantasmal Killer on this guy.
Okay. That is unfortunate.
It's just a night of people rolling a lot of high rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Wave Foe, my last one. That's all I got.
Alright. That'll do it. So, Fritz sneaks by Wave Foe and the enemy to come up behind for a little bit of stabbing. Uh, Hey, it failed on a save.
Ew.
He is restrained. And the wizard is up. Alright, another lightning bolt. It's Dritz. The restrained drow down here is going to try to hit Jenkins. And he does manage to do so. And that's all it can do for its turn. Wei Fo.
Okay, that's weird. Um, it's forcing me to use the bardic inspiration.
You should be able to just close out of that window, and it'll proceed without using it in that situation.
Okay.
Um,
Well, as it is, he got hit with a 30.
yeah. Yeah, that hits.
I'm just waiting for you to respond so that I can roll damage on it.
Should have responded?
Well, I can still roll up top, but usually it'll clear out the message part.
Huh, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's 9 points of damage.
Yeah, it's also not showing me the roll, but it's fine.
You got a hit. Gonna try shield. I don't know if it's gonna do enough. Nope, you still hit. His shield was insufficient.
Alright, so Wayfo is going to charge all the way over here. Can I still utilize the flurry of blows after having moved?
Yeah.
Okay, doing so.
That's a hit.
That one's not.
Nope. That's okay. Jenkins. You know what time it is.
Wah, wah.
He's gonna. Yeah, you can make it there. That's better. And just got one more. And that misses. Alright, Beltram with the critical damage cantrip for 22.
Nice.
Alright, this guy's gonna try and make an attack against the Wayfo with disadvantage. He does manage to hit. For 8 points of damage.
Boy.
And he's gonna make an attack against Ritz. For 16. Wayfo.
Time to take him down.
Solid hit. That's a miss.
I'm gonna utilize Flurry of Blows.
Okay. That'll hit. And 26 hits.
And with the last strike, drops him.
Jenkins, give me a death saving throw.
You just had to see if it could have been a net one.
Pretty much.
Thank you.
And I'm guessing that's where we're gonna call it for this evening.
Yeah, we'll say you guys can come up in here and get a rest in.
I think that's probably a wise idea.
Kind of just bunker ourselves in this little room and take a long rest.
Yeah.
Yup. Okay, gotta stop doing
All right, you need to chill.
that.
Oh my god, I saw the mouse go up. I was like, don't you dare.
Do we gain a level by any chance?
Let me take a look. Yeah, I will say that that is worthy of a level up.
Hey.
Nice.
You are now level 9.
Doing it. We're doing it. Doing it. Wow. Alrighty, anything else for the night?
I think that is it.
Sweet. Might have come close to the end of this dungeon. So hopefully next session, or maybe the one after that, we'll finish it up.
Hmm. Ah. Yeah, so at 9th level, I have now gained the ability to move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during the move.
Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the way of the happy feet.
Alright, I'm gonna take off. You guys have a good rest of your night.
See ya.
Peace out, homie.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Please. Yep, you too.
Yeah. Thanks for hosting as usual, Colin.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.